Hey, it's me, Donna Marie. I just came to check on the garden this morning, and when I came out, I noticed three things. Before I go into those three things, please press that subscribe button. I want you to be able to look at the journey of this tomato plant from when it began to now. So, the first thing that I noticed are the beautiful red cherry tomatoes that are going to be ready for harvest probably within the next couple of days, and all the additional tomatoes that are growing on this plant. So, that's so exciting. The second thing that I noticed was something that looked a little odd, and got closer to it to examine what could this be, and guess what I found out. This is a hornworm. That's right, a hornworm. And you know, in some fertilizer and all, they have these worm casings and all. They're supposed to be good for your plants. But I'm here to tell you that this particular worm is not good for your plant. So if you see something like this on your plant, you want to get it off. What it does is it has this lava, from what I understand, and it will really destroy your plant. So not only did I find one of them, I found two of them on my plant. And so, and you may not be able to see that one quite as clearly because, again, they look just like the plant. They're green and they look almost like the leaf. So what I'm going to do with you this morning is I'm going to show you how to remove this particular worm. I'm pretty squeamish, so I'm going to ask you to bear with me as I do this. And again, please subscribe to the channel and hold on to the end because I'm going to show you the third thing that I noticed this morning that's going to help you to have a healthy tomato plant. So one of the things that I read is there are a couple ways to get rid of it. You can just hand remove it, just move it manually, or you can use a pesticide to get rid of it, or insecticidal soap. But really was saying that the best way to get rid of it is to take it off the plant. And if you want to get rid of it completely, then you can soak it in, let it soak in soapy water, and that will actually eliminate it. Some people keep them for whatever the different reasons, but for me in my house, we don't want any worms around. So we are going to take this off and soak it in a soaky substance until its demise and take it from there. So I'm going to remove one of them for you. Again, I am very squeamish, and here's my little bucket of water. I got my bucket of water here. So here we go. I put on some gloves so that I don't have to really touch it, but I'm going to use, for me, again, because I am so squeamish, I'm going to use this bucket. Ooh, here we go. It moved, and I am really not up for this, but we got to get it off the plant. So here we go. We're going to take, you know what? I'm going to do one because, again, I am so squeamish. This particular leaf, and periodically I do prune this plant. So this particular leaf rather, is not producing any fruit. So what I'm going to do is simply cut that and let that soak in there. Because as for me in my house, I'm just a little too squeamish for that. And there's a second one in here that I'm going to remove. And let me see if I can zoom in on that for you. And please, again, stay tuned because there's a third thing I want to show you in terms of the third thing I noticed this morning. It's going to be very important so that you can maintain a healthy plant. Let's see if I can see it right there. Tip. Here we go. We're gonna, you might be able to see it. Let's see if I can get a better angle on it. I think that might be it right there. There it is. And see, it looks so much like the plant, so it's really hard to see, but it is in the middle of that. And so what I'm doing, you can see that's it. I have it focused. So what I'm going to do with this as well is I'm just taking a peek at where it is to see if it's on the leaf that's producing anything, and it's not. So I'm just going to look at this a little bit, pull this back. All right, so there's no production. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other worm. I'm going to cut off that leaf because, again, periodically I prune this plant and I take off those things that are not producing actual tomatoes. So here we go. Let's see if we can get that cut right there. Got it cut. Let's see if I can get it to fall. Whew! Got it. Whew. I hope those are the only ones that are there. Those are the only ones that I could see. And one of the recommendations is every evening examine the plant, because that's when they like to go out. But one of the things I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to treat this plant with a little insecticidal soap. So the third thing, and again, please remember to subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for staying with me through that ordeal. The third thing I want to show you is, or the third thing I noticed, are all these little pellets. And I saw these pellets yesterday, but I was rinsing off the deck and watering the plants, and I didn't pay much attention to them. I'm like, oh, maybe that's bird poop. But as it turns out, these are worm pellets. So that's the third thing I noticed, and I want you to know that, because if you see these pellets around your plant, do not ignore that. That means that there is some worm somewhere trying to destroy your garden. Again, this is Donna Marie. Thank you so much. Again, please remember to subscribe to the channel so that you can see the growth and also learn some things from a new gardener to help you with your journey.